લક્ષ સ્કૂલ ઓફ સાયન્સ બામણમાં ઓનલાઈન અભ્યાસ રસાયણ વિજ્ઞાન લેસન 2 દ્રાવણમાં તમારું હાર્દિક સ્વાગત છે. સ્કૂલ દિવસે દિવસે પહેલાં ઝલક જોઈશું અને સૌથી પહેલાં જોરદાર રિઝલ્ટ વિશે તમે વિચારી શકો છો કે આપણા મજાનું રિઝલ્ટ અહીંયા તૈયાર છે. ઓકે, ત્યાર પછી આપણી સ્કૂલમાં ધાર્મિક કુમારને, મિત કુમારને, હિમાક્ષીને, ખુશીબેનને શું મળ્યા છે? સ્કોલરશિપ સર્ટિફિકેટો મળ્યા છે. અને એ જ રીતે આપણું આ ધોરણ 12નું પરિણામ તમે જોઈ શકો છો. તો એવી જ તમારા પાસે પણ અપેક્ષા સાથે આપણે
જય હિન્દ વાલે મિત્રો, પ્રિય વિદ્યાર્થીઓ અને માનનીય પેરેન્ટ્સ, તમે જાણો જ છો આ મહામારી દરમિયાન બધાની જ નાણાકીય સ્થિતિ સારી નથી. છતાં લક્ષ સ્કૂલ ઓફ સાયન્સે ઘણી ધીરજ ધરી ઓનલાઈન ટીચિંગ ચાલુ રાખ્યું છે. આમ લક્ષ સ્કૂલ પોતાની ફરજ ચૂકી નથી, તો આપણે આપણી ફરજ ચૂકવીશી જ ને. તો વિદ્યાર્થી મિત્રો, વાલીગણ, જે વિદ્યાર્થીની ગયા વર્ષની ફી બાકી છે એ ભરી દેવા અમારી નમ્ર વિનંતી છે.
પ્રિય વિદ્યાર્થી મિત્રો અને માનનીય પેરેન્ટ્સ, આપણે ઓનલાઈન ટીચિંગ ચાલુ જ નથી રાખ્યું, પણ અન્ય કરતાં આપણે ઘણું સારું કાર્ય પણ કર્યું છે. હવે ઓનલાઈન ટીચિંગ લગભગ 5 મહિના થવા આવ્યા, તો ચાલુ સત્રની ત્રિમાસિક કે 6 માસિક ફી તો ભરાવી જ જોઈએ. હજુ આપણે ઘણું કાર્ય આગળ કરવાનું છે. માટે શિક્ષકો અને સંસ્થાનો જુસ્સો જળવાયેલો રહે. જો ફી ભરાશે તો એ પર આધારિત શિક્ષક પરિવારના ઘર પણ ચાલશે. આ મહામારી દરમિયાન આપણે એકબીજાનો સહકાર બનીએ.
જય હિન્દ વિદ્યાર્થી મિત્રો અને વાલી મિત્રો, આપ સર્વે આ ફી નિયમિત ભરી ઓનલાઈન ટીચિંગ માટે શાળાના શિક્ષકો અને મેનેજમેન્ટનો ઉત્સાહ વધારશો. સંસ્થાને નિયમિત આર્થિક સહકાર આપી આપના બાળકની શૈક્ષણિક કારકિર્દીને વધારે વેગવંતી અને સશક્ત બનાવશો. સો ઇટ્સ અવર હમ્બલ રિક્વેસ્ટ ટુ ઓલ ઓફ યુ to pay the fees as soon as possible. Thank you so much.
Welcome back, dear students, to Lux School of Science. And we are entering in lesson number 5, the surface chemistry. Dear students, until this, we have studied about what is surface chemistry, how surface is useful, what is the purpose of to study surface chemistry. And after that, what can provide a maximum surface, that we decided that colloidal solutions can provide a maximum surface, and that's why we are studying now the colloidal solution. In previous study we have talked about what is colloidal solution, which are the type of colloidal solution. After completing this type of colloidal solution, we come to know that colloidal solutions can be made by two methods. One is Spolizan method. That means we have to compress two things, we have to join two things. That we had talked about the associated, or we have taken that together molecules are taken and one molecule is obtained whose side is nearby the size of the colloidal particle. Okay, and then we can get by the integration of the molecules we can get the colloidal solution. Same thing we have taken, the big molecule is taken and macromolecule is broken out into the small piece to the size of the colloidal particle, and according to that also we can make the colloidal solution. So there are two methods that we can spread out, and those are, one is condensation. In condensation process, we are joining the substance, and another one is disintegration. In this integration method, we are breaking the bigger particle to the size of colloidal particle. Okay, so this thing too you have to remember in mind when we are going to see the preparation of the colloidal solution. These 2 points are very important. So come on, study preparation of colloidal solution. Dear students, preparation of colloidal solution can be done by the several method, but here I would like to explain 3 methods which are given in your syllabus, and that the first method is the chemical method. So dear students, by chemical method, first we are going to make the colloidal solution. Dear student, it is very easy to understand when 2 chemicals are reacted with each other. At that time they produce some another product. Now this product may be in terms of the small particle whose size is the as appropriate with the colloidal solution, and there we can get directly by the chemical method the colloidal solution. For that purpose we have different phenomena to study. Okay, and that is known as double decomposition process, oxidation process, reduction process, and peptidization process. Okay, or the hydrolysis process. So first we are going to study in chemical method. The number 1 we are going to study is nothing but the double decomposition. So dear students, in double decomposition method, 2 reactants are taken and they decompose themselves into some another object which is look like the colloidal particle. And the example of the double decomposition is nothing but when arsenic means As plus 3. So As plus 3 is going to react with oxygen minus 2, then arsenium oxide As2O3 is obtained, and this is going to react with the hydrogen sulfide H2S to provide sol of arsenium sulfide. This is the sol, and sol kevai. Okay, that is the colloidal solution. Okay, so sol of arsenium sulfide. So by arsenium oxide when react with the hydrogen sulfide, it produces arsenium sulfide, which is known as sol. Okay, and as here hydrogen and oxygens are there, water molecule will be produced. Now it is come to you that you have to balance this equation. So how would you balance this? So very simple. I can see here 3 oxygen. So 3 oxygen I will put here. 3 oxygen, that means 6 hydrogen. 3 I will put here. Automatically it will be balanced out. So this is the first process by which the double decomposition process by which we can make the colloidal solution. The second number process is also very interesting, and that is the oxidation process. Okay, by oxidation. So oxidation of sulfur dioxide will give you the product, and oxidation of sulfur dioxide with hydrogen sulfide. Sulfur dioxide is going to react with the hydrogen sulfide to produce sol of sulfur. That way is going to produce the sol of sulfur, and as usual hydrogen and oxygen is there, so water molecule is obtained. As here oxygen 2 times, I will put here 2 oxygen, and as hydrogen is 4 times, I will put here 2. As 2 sulfur plus 1 sulfur, total sulfur is 3 sulfur. So this is also by method of oxidation we can produce the sol of sulfur, okay, in water. So this is the dispersion phase, this is the dispersion medium, dispersion phase, and this is the dispersion medium. Like this you are able to produce the colloidal solution. The third number process is also very interesting, and that is the reduction. Okay, by reduction method we can produce sol of gold. Gold is also very important. Gold salt is very important in our life. Okay. If we talk about that facial, so gold facial. Gold facial માં શું હોય તો નાના નાના goldના particle હોય. Okay, that gold facial can be made here. So come on, we will see the gold. For gold preparation, gold chloride is taken, and this is going to react with the formaldehyde HCHO in presence of water to give the sol of gold, and this oxidation is there. It's a reduction is there. That means aldehyde is going to oxidize out, and we know now that when aldehyde is oxidized out, it gives the carboxylic acid. So aldehyde is going to convert into the carboxylic acid. Okay, that is nothing but the formic acid. Formaldehyde is going to convert into formic acid, and chlorine and hydrogen is present. That's why it must give us HCl. Okay, now to balance this, the task to you. Here I will put 2, here I have 2 is there. Chlorine is at 6 times, I have to take here 6. As here hydrogen here will become 6 times, so I should convert this at 3. This is also 3. 3 oxygens should be there. Sorry, here how many oxygens are there? 2 oxygens are there only. So these 2 oxygens automatically. If I will put here 3, then these 3 and these 3, 6 oxygens are there. So I have to write 3 here. So like this, the equation will be balanced out. Now the last chemical method for the production is nothing but the 4th number, and that is hydrolysis. So by hydrolysis also we can produce the colloidal solution, and how the hydrolysis will provide you colloidal solution, that we are going to talk just now. So when ferric chloride is hydrolysis by water, at that time it provides us FeOH twice, and as HCl is produced. Okay, so this is nothing but the FeOH twice as a salt, it is produced out. Okay, now to balance this, the chlorine is 3 times, I will take here 3 chlorine, and 3 hydrogen is there, so I have write 3 here. So this is the balanced chemical equation for the chemical reaction. So dear students, like this by 4 methods are there. One is double decomposition, oxidation, reduction and hydrolysis. Okay, by means of this we can produce the colloidal solution of arsenium sulfide, of sulfur. Sulfur sol is very important. Sulfur sol is actually having different color from the different direction. So when that strip is taken, એક સ્ટ્રીપ ઉપર સલ્ફરનું કોલાઇડલ સોલ્યુશન લગાડી દેવામાં આવે. હવે આ સ્ટ્રીપને તમે પટ્ટો તરીકે કશે લગાડી દો તો તમે જુદા જુદા એંગલથી જોશો તો એનો જુદો જુદો રંગ તમને દેખાશે. So that is the importance of colloidal solution. And now we are going to talk about the another method of the preparation of colloidal solution. So here chemical methods are completed. Now we are going to talk about another method of the preparation of the colloidal solution, and that is electrical disintegration method. By this method we can make the colloidal solution of some noble elements or noble metals like a gold, like a silver, like a platinum. They are very important in market. So that's why by using this we can produce the colloidal solution of gold, copper and platinum. I would like to give you example to make the colloidal solution of gold by this method. So number B method is nothing but the B method is electrical disintegration method. Electrical disintegration method. It is also known as breeding arc method. It is also known as breeding arc method. Okay, dear students. So this we are going to understand in a very nice way. Okay. So breeding arc method. In this first one ice bath is taken. First of all, ice bath is taken like this. One we have to take ice bath. In this ice bath, one vessel is kept for the preparation of solution. So here first I would put the ice bath is there. Okay, so this is nothing but the ice bath. In the ice bath, the medium is taken. In which medium the colloidal sol is going to be prepared. So here that medium I have taken in this vessel. Okay, this is the medium by which the colloidal particle of gold is made. Okay, is to be made. So that medium is taken. Now in this medium we are going to put gold strip. Inside we are going to put gold strip. So we are putting here gold strip because we are going to make the colloidal solution of gold, and that's why we have taken that. Okay, and with this the high voltage is joined. High voltage is produced here, and due to that high voltage, what will happen? This gold strip, which is a very narrow, very thin, it is like a foil. Okay, so this is going to melt out, and due to that melting process, the high temperature is produced. But then due to that high temperature, the ice bath is kept here. That ice bath cool down this solution, and due to that gold particle is going to convert into the solid thing, and that's why we will have the solid gold are produced in between. So like this we can produce the gold colloidal solution by this method. So this method is very interesting method in which we are taking one ice bath. In ice bath one vessel is taken having appropriate medium in which we are going to make the colloidal solution of gold. Now gold strips are immersed inside with the high voltage drama, and when high voltage is given, the gold strips start to, due to temperature, that start to melt out, and that melting is absorbed by heat, is absorbed by this ice bath, and that's why this will cool down, and the colloidal particle of the gold will be spreaded over the solutions, and like this we will have the colloidal solutions of gold. So I hope that you understand the bridge arc method, braiding arc method, or the electrical disintegration method by which we are going to make the colloidal solution. So this is the number B. Now we are entering the last method by which we can make the colloidal solution, and that is known as peptidation method. So name itself suggests what should be peptidation. So word peptides come from the precipitation. Now what is precipitation? So you know in 11th standard we have studied lot when two chemicals are added to each other, at that time the precipitations of one element is come out. Now these precipitations are soft, and if it is broken out, stirred out, then it will divide it into small particles, and by this peptidization method we can make the colloidal solution. સમજ પડી? પ્રેસિપિટેટ મળે છે, એ પ્રેસિપિટેટને આપણે સ્ટર્ડ કરી નાખીએ, તોડી નાખીએ, તો એ તૂટવાથી એ નાના પાર્ટિકલમાં, સો ઇટ ઇઝ ઓલ્સો ડિસઇન્ટિગ્રેશન મેથડ, એ નાના પાર્ટિકલમાં કન્વર્ટ થશે. હવે આ નાના પાર્ટિકલમાં કન્વર્ટ થશે એ ની સાઇઝ કોલાઇડલ પાર્ટિકલની હશે. સો વી કેન મેક ધીસ પ્રોસેસ. બટ here the one factor is very important to understand, that when these precipitations are broken out, they can join each other again. They will join out with each other again, and that's why we have to use some stabilizer. We have to use to add some electrolytes. Okay, that electrolytes make the stabilizing the colloidal particle. They are not allowed to get together again, and that's why this is known as stabilizing agent. So we have to use some stabilizer, or these stabilizers are also known as peptizing agent. So we have to use electrolyte as a peptizing agent for the preparation of colloidal salt by the peptidization method. Here I am taking one example for to explain. And the example is when FeOH thrice, FeCl3 is hydrolysis by water, the precipitate of FeOH thrice is obtained. The precipitate of FeOH thrice is obtained and HCl is obtained. To balance, we will put here 3. Now what is happening? The precipitates are some in bulk. Now it is stirred out, centrifuged out, and due to the centrifugal out, it is divided into small particles. And here we do not need to add some more amount of any extra amount of stabilizer, because FeCl3 is self-stabilizer and it will make the colloidal particle. So here FeCl3, FeOH thrice has the positive charge. So here FeCl3 is negative charge, and they will neutralize each other, and that charge is absorbed by the stabilizers, and that's why the colloidal particle stay for the longer time. That is the જો colloidal particle charge absorb કરી લે. હવે બધા નેગેટિવ ચાર્જ બની ગયા, તો બધા નેગેટિવ ચાર્જ બની ગયા તો એકબીજાને રિપલ કરશે, જોઈન નહીં થઈ શકે. That is the work of the stabilizer. Very simple. So like this we can make the colloidal solution. So we have studied 3 methods for the making of a colloidal solution. I hope that you understand these all methods and will remind it for longer time. Have a good day.